Eric Dickinson. I'm with the Urban Ranger Corps, and I just want to give you some quick slides, some quick information about the program. We were founded by Father John Wallace, who was a Catholic priest in the inner city of Kansas City, and Father John's whole passion for this program was brought out of he grew up in blue collar Pittsburgh, and he felt like the guys in his neighborhood taught him how to do things. He learned how to work with his hands. He learned how to be handy. And he felt like the young men in the neighborhoods around his first parish, which was St. Louis Church, which is at 60th and Swope Parkway, the young men weren't getting that kind of hands-on knowledge. So we started this program in 2003 to do that. Our mission, basically, that's our mission statement, but I'm going to boil it down to you, make it really easy. We want our young men to come out of our program with a high school diploma and with 4 things that they can be ready to do, ready to make the choices to go to college, go to the military, go to trade school, or just start working. You know, there's a lot of jobs out there that a high school diploma can get you on your way to being a productive citizen. That's our main goal. If you were to ask me what I really want, it's just productive young men that are coming out of the core of our city. So those are the 4 things that we're trying to get accomplished. We're going to talk about our academic program. Basically, 98% of our young men graduate from high school. If you're familiar with the Kansas City, Missouri School District, that number is about between 48 and 50, depends on who's measuring, but it's nowhere near the 98% of our graduation rate. So we're very proud of that. Each one of our young men has an ICP program, which is their individual career plan. Each young man will sit down with a member of our staff and figure out what it is you want to do. Where do you want to end up after high school? And that plan is designed for each young man. So Therese wants to go into music writing, he wants to be a journalist, he wants to be a broadcaster. So we work with this young man to make sure he gets that opportunity, get a chance to be around those types of programs and do things like this to just get used to speaking in front of crowds and things like that. But again, we don't tell a young man what his aspirations are going to be. A lot of programs try to put kids into different programs and tell them this is what you want to do. We realize that that's a choice that the family has to make, and we just try to help guide that decision. We talked a little bit about that. Community engagement. Basically, each one of our rangers, our senior rangers or our high school rangers, you have to do 20 hours of community service each year. So our summer program starts in June. They work through the months of June, July, and August. And when we get done with that program, between August and the next March, each young man has to do at least 20 hours of community service to make sure that they understand the importance of giving back to their communities. A lot of our service projects and our work projects are all in the core of Kansas City, Missouri, in the heart of the city. Our summer program, our summer job program, this is where our young men get a chance to really learn how to, not too far, we learn how to just learn how to get up and go to work. I mean, I hate, one of the things that really frustrates me is a lot of our young men, they don't have that role model. They don't have someone that's showing them that this is what you have to do to be successful. And we try to work to make sure that they get that kind of encouragement from our summer program. This summer we had a team that painted homes in the inner city. We had a team that mowed lawns. We took care of about 150 vacant lots in the Manheim neighborhood. We also had the teams that did miscellaneous work. Someone calls and said they need some help cleaning up the basement. Can you help clean out an attic? We did that kind of work all summer as well. And our last team, we had a team working on the bike trail and the hiking trail in Swope Park. There's a lot of people don't know it. There's a place in Swope Park called Camp Lake of the Woods, up on top of the big hill. We take care of those trails. We did about 8 miles this summer, so every summer we add to that trail with our work crews. Hey, wait there more. Let's see what's behind that. Yeah, somebody helped me do this, and I was just telling David, I'm not the technical guy, and these two that work with me long enough know that I'm not. Basically, we talked a little bit about our senior rangers. These are our rangers that are going to be from sophomore through their senior in high school. All these young men are attending Kansas City, Missouri high schools. Again, we talked about some of the things they did. We had grass cutting, we had painters, and again, we talked a little bit more about the community service they have to do. This summer, Greg will like this, we started a program with our junior rangers because I found after working here about a year, I went back to a Cub Scout model. I worked for the Boy Scouts for about 15 years, and I realized 98% of all Boy Scouts have been Cub Scouts. They had gotten used to the program, they had gotten really involved with it. So by the time they're 16 or 17, it's not an odd thing to get them to be on your page or be on your program. So this year we started with 7th and 8th graders. Greg will like that again from the Cub Scouts. So we started with 4 groups of 7th and 8th graders with the whole idea of growing these young men through the program from 7th grade to 12th grade. I think we'll see better impact on these young men to keep them in our program longer. And those young men have to do 10 hours of community service between now and next summer. Here's our goals for what we want to do. This next year we'd like to get 175 Rangers. In 2015 we'd like to have 200, and by 2016 we'd like to have 250 young men in the program. And that's a pretty steep growth from this time last year we had 55. So we're trying to really grow the program, and we're here to ask for a grant to help us buy a big vehicle that can help transport our young men to our work teams and also help tow our trailers for. Were you on the grass team this year?
I was on all teams this year.
You look like the grass team. We'll talk about, you didn't like the grass team? Did you see the face you just made? Didn't we pay you? Okay. We'll talk about that in the car. But, this young man, as I said, we work on all of our teams. Our senior rangers will earn somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 a summer. Our freshman rangers will earn about $1,000, and our junior rangers will make somewhere between $250 and $300 for what they do for us in the summer. We talked about what our needs were, what we're trying to do. Let's see what else we got here. We're just talking about spreading the word. I mean, I think this program is one of the best kept secrets in Kansas City. Again, we went from 55 young. We started with 12 young men in 2003, so we've grown steadily every year. This past year was our biggest jump. We went from 55 to 130, and we like to keep growing the program. And again, our ask for this organization is to help us fund a vehicle or an SUV or some sort to carry our work team and also be able to carry the line equipment. But we're really getting deep into line equipment.
She's going to get
That's it. We'll answer any questions if we have time. And if you have time for us,
Thank you.
probably can answer questions better than I can.
Thank you.
What do you do currently to transport people?
Right now we have vans. We have 6 vans that we use. And one of the issues is that, we all start at the same place and then we deploy our teams. And right now, we have to take double trips on a couple teams. We also need something that's heavy enough that can tow a 12-foot trailer that has heavy-duty line equipment on it. So that's just that's something we got into this year. We got a grant from the Kemper Foundation to fund some bigger equipment. Now we just got to be able to tow it.
Where do you get your general funding from?
We do a lot of our funding ourselves. We do a lot of private funding. We have an annual event every year that raises somewhere in the neighborhood of $100,000 for our annual budget. Our annual budget, we're working on it right now, will probably be about 6 1/4 next year. Working with United Way a little bit.